Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation continues from Dhanasari, Mahalla, Panjama, and the recitation. Jah Jah Pekhau Tah Hazur, Dur katuh na jai, Rav rahya sarbatra mein, Man sada tyai. Jah Jah Pekhau, wherever I turn my gaze, Tah Hazur, there you are, always present. Dur katoh na jai, never afar, never absent. You, O Har, you pervade all, everywhere. Rav rahya sarbatra mai. Man sada tyai, my mind rests in unbroken contemplation upon you. This is the introductory, the first verse. And so what it is describing here is the experience of the consciousness, of conscious experience rather, of the presence of the self. And presence, that the word presence that I have used essentially is a way to indicate how you presence yourself in your in the world, in your location. It refers to the self because it's everywhere. It's now. But it depends on man sada tyai, unbroken remembrance. Main man sada tyai. Then Jah Jah Pekhau Tah Hazur, Rav rahya sarbatra mai. This realization happens when main man sada tyai, constant remembrance. Now, what is constant remembrance? Obviously not the kind of remembrance that we think of, because you couldn't be doing that constantly. Remembrance, when the Gurbani uses the word tyai or jap, it means being mindful, being conscious, which implies that you're not conscious right now. And the reason you're not conscious is because your actions are automatic. Your responses are robotic. They're all conditioned. You just react the same way when something happens. It's like a trigger. So that is not being conscious. That is being asleep, as Gurbani says. What you have to do is be conscious, be mindful. So that is what I meant when I said that live in the moment. Living in the moment, in turn, means act with pure intention, act with clear reflection, act with self-vigilance, awaken the mind in such a manner. And when the mind is so awakened, then that presence is revealed everywhere, in all directions, as a single coherence. Then what happens is you realize that your presence and the objective presence is really the same. What does that do? That revelation is what Guru Nanak has called vismad, vismadhi ho jana, a sense of awe and wonder. And when you live with a sense of awe and wonder, you add multiple dimensions to your life, meaning your life is richer for that. Your experience is deeper for that. Your actions are creative for that. That's the whole point. And now the Guru, in the Rahau, is trying to make a distinction to tell us how not to lose sight of presence. He says that which never parts from us, in other words, that is always with us, is presence. Always. And ईत ऊत नहीं बिछड़ा सो संगी गनिए बिन सजाए जो निमक में so alap sukh paniye. Here's the distinction. So that which never parts from us, ईत ऊत नहीं बिछड़े, so sangi ganiye, that alone is worthy of being counted as a companion. So what the Guru is telling us is that the Prabh, the presence, is your real companion, because what fades away in a single moment, binasajay jo nimakame, is only a fleeting comfort. So alapa sukh paniye. You see, the world is fleeting. The pleasures we inherit are momentary. They come and they go. They become addictions. They become cravings. But what is it that is with you all the time? It is this presence, this consciousness. That is the difference. And that is true companionship, because it transcends temporal boundaries, time boundaries, and it exposes to you the fragility of surface pleasures. So permanence is the criterion for authentic relationships. Enter into relationship with what is permanent. And what is permanent is your consciousness, which is always with you. And the next verse, this presence now, this permanence, pritpale apiaude kachu un na hoi. It is sustaining, nourishing, never lacking. With every breath, with every returning moment, saas saas samalta mera prabh soye, that presence cares for me. This is an assurance. It is the companionship, if you recall, that doesn't abandon us. It sustains. So at the surface level, we do feel a lack. But when we identify with the presence, we will not feel the lack. What is being described here is the ground of life, the very being is sufficient. So this moves you from scarcity consciousness to a sense of abundance. Your attention shifts from grasping to receiving. The third stanza, achal, ached, apar prabh, ऊंचा जाका रूप, जप जप करह anand jan acharaj anup. Achal, this Prabh self, this presence, this witness inside of you cannot be deceived. It is achal. It sees everything. It cannot be fragmented. It is indivisible. Ached. It is beyond limits that the outside world imposes on things. Ucha Jaka Roop, and its beauty is supreme. There's none like it. Jap jap kare anand jan, acharaj anup. Jap jap kare, this is an activity. So through constant recitation, reflection, contemplation, this is the holistic practice. Constant. The servant devotee, the jan, the creatures, those who are manifested beings, they experience bliss because they are relating to their source. And this experience is wondrous and incomparable. We spoke about Vismad. This is Vismad. So the Guru uses a string of negative attributes, imperishable, indivisible, limitless, in order to show us that the Prabh is that which transcends all of this, all of these limitations. And yet, this formless reality possesses uncha roop. So the Guru is reconciling transcendence with experiential accessibility. Sargun aap nirgun bhi ohi. So through continuous remembrance, we spoke about what remembrance was, to live consciously, through recitation, through reflection, through contemplation. It's a progression. You experience this wondrous incomparability, visamad. And so bliss emerges not because you've acquired something, but you have sustained attention to what already pervades. In conclusion, the Guru asks for discernment. Grant me the discernment. Say mat-a-day, Dayal, O compassionate one, Prabhajit tumhe aradha, that I may worship you. In other words, live in constant remembrance of you. Nanak mangaya daan, this is the gift that Nanak seeks from you. Mangaya daan, and what is the daan? Prabharain pag sada. He's asking the Prabhu for this gift, the dust of the feet of awakened minds, the Guru. The Guru. You need that agency of the Guru, which we spoke about in the previous Shabad, as being embedded as the speech center, the language center, where you articulate, where you understand, where you create meaning, and you get discernment from. That Shabad is being asked for in all its transcendence and eminence. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.